Oh, good morning. Haha, finally, the video that I've been promising. This video took a little bit of, it took a little bit more effort for my puny brain to work around, but I'm going to title it, Is There New Hope in Huntington's Disease? I did a short video about that, and when I started thinking about that for a minute, there's a lot of new hope in Huntington's disease. Again, I found out 10 years ago that I had it, and during that time period, it was pretty much, if you don't have movement, then we don't really have a lot to do for you. So that's kind of how it was back then. Right now, there are just a whole bunch of organizations that are working very, very hard to get a cure for Huntington's. Also, we found out now that your brain is starting to probably have cognitive decline sooner than we thought. So now, the new hope in Huntington's is I think you should find out about it. Get your diagnosis and get on with it. If you're going to have brain deterioration before you go get your testing, possibly, I say you go get your testing so you can do everything you can for helping your brain. I'm going to do a video on that as well, how to take care of our brains, and that's going to be a little bit more challenging for some of us. This video for me has been challenging because I wanted to put together a good group of organizations. I've probably missed some, but it's just some that I've come across by doing this Huntington's Disease Todd page. What you start finding out is things are led to you, or you run into people. When I just started doing this page, I ran into a guy, Ryan, and he's got a Facebook page called Cure HD. We Won't Be Silent. Okay. Also, I put all these on a placard, and I'm going to show you at the end. But I'm also going to put them all in a comment in the first comment on this video. There's about 8 or 9 organizations that I would say are very important for you to get in contact. For you to have as some of your staples to go to. If you're not careful when you find out, or when you're looking into Huntington's disease, you can find a lot of negative stuff. Ryan, there's a girl, Lauren, at Help for HD. I'm going to list these in some kind of an order, but Ryan's at Cure, HD, We Won't Be Silent. Again, I even put his link on the front page of my YouTube channel. He puts so much important information there all the time about all the upcoming, great information. He sources out through the internet and brings together a lot of the articles that are actually talked about in some of these other formats that I'm going to tell you about. So, the groups are such: Cure HD, We Won't Be Silent. Of course, the big one is called Huntington's Disease Society of America, HDSA. Huntington's Disease Society is a big organization. They're going through some changes right now, and I think those changes may make a difference in how they approach telling us about trials, getting us involved in things again. Over the last few years, things have changed a lot, and if you're not going to change with them, it might be time for you to retire for some people, right? Help for HD, and it's just like that. Help, the number 4, and then HD. There's another new place that has come online even since I have been doing these videos, and even since I started my journey on Huntington's disease, Todd. And it's called hdgenetics.com, but they are a Facebook group. If you go there, you'll be amazed at what they're offering now. They're going to give you counseling. They're going to be able to do your testing through the mail if that's how you choose to do it, over the phone. You can do it all on your phone. I'm sorry. You can do everything through mobile. And they're also going to be listing trials. And so they could actually give you some genetic testing and then tell you, what's the best course of action for your case and your CAG, your age, those kinds of things. Again, don't let age make us be afraid of finding out about this. I think now finding out about this when you're younger is probably going to be a way to attack it better. Okay, so that's hdgenetics.com. And then there's a group that is just good for support, where people come together, you can talk to each other. And it's called Huntington's Disease Support Group. Huntington's Disease Support Group. That's a good place to go, and you can ask questions there about, Are there groups that meet in your area? I'm having trouble. I need to talk to somebody, that kind of thing. Also, so that's there. And then now a couple of new ones that I found that I really have liked myself. One's called Huntington's Disease News. That's Huntington's Disease News. Hey, if you haven't done so far, go to my page, Huntington's Disease Todd, and sign up. Become a subscriber and get notifications. I'm going to be putting information together like this as long as I can, because there is positive information, and there is a new hope. There is a new hope in Huntington's disease. So I said Huntington's Disease News. That was new to me. Hereditary Disease Foundation, a little bit different there, but both of those organizations are focusing on Huntington's disease. All right. Now, Huntington's disease is a new page that I found. That's just their name, Huntington's disease. They have a little butterfly in their logo. I can't tell you much about them at this point because I just don't know a lot. Also, honestly, HD. Honestly, the word HD. All good groups. And I'm telling you what, if you get involved with them on your journey and you're able to, start taking hold of this thing earlier in your life. Unfortunately, the way I handled this was not the best, and I'll be right honest with you. When I found out I had Huntington's 10 years ago, I was like a bull in a china shop doing everything I could just to get things done, and I didn't even want to focus on it. But also, I will say this, it's harder to talk about when you first get it. When I first got Huntington's disease, it wasn't like I was, bending over backwards to talk to a counselor. I'm not that kind of person, but now I am. So see, 10 years later, too, my brain's changing, so that also changes how I think. So those are the groups. I'm going to try to show them here like this. I know this is kind of a crude way. That's all the groups. Now listen, if you needed to, you could stop the video here and you could write these down. But again, I am going to put them into a link. I'm going to put them in the first comment. All these links to these are all Facebook pages. Okay? These are great resources. Don't feel defeated. Hey, don't feel defeated if you have Huntington's disease. Family, friends, we got hope. There's a new hope in Huntington's disease, and you can find part of it at Huntington's Disease Todd. So come to my page and subscribe, and we will just keep on growing together. Thanks, and have a good day.